Hello and welcome everybody. It is 10:30 on a Tuesday night. Had to think about that. And we're back. We had a little bit of a break as I put my feet up and had a bit of a rest. And we are indeed back for Untold Chronicles. And tonight we delve into Scraplands. So without further ado, let us see, as we always like to do first, the tech seems to be working, which is marvelous. And as you can see, our cast has expanded. We've got two. I'm not going to go into too many details at the moment. They will appear at a dramatically appropriate case, but I'm very excited, because they have both chosen some of the more cinematic homebrew races that I'm very excited to see. There's no real mystery about them. They've taken the Tasha's ancestries, custom ancestries, so there's nothing mystical about them. But thematically, I'm very excited to see both of them. So first and foremost, enough of my ramblings. Welcome everybody in chat. Welcome everybody who's watching on YouTube and on Twitch video on demand. I want to say a few hellos and thank yous. I'm going to say a big thank you to Hero Forge because Hero Forge have gave us permission to use their images from their website of custom made, and it shows you the flexibility, as you can see here, that we've got a roof fighter and a Koala, a Salvaturge. Hopefully I've pronounced that properly, and we'll find out more about them in a minute. But many of the character images are designed using Hero Forge, a wonderful way to create your own custom miniatures and get them 3D printed. You can find them at www.heroforge.com. Please note that anything mentioned on the stream may not represent the view or beliefs of Hero Forge, a Sky Castle Studios LLC product. So check them out. Seriously, very, very cool that we can do. Also popped up here, as you can read in chat. Don't forget, this is Untold Chronicles. We've homebrewed kind of the hell out of the game, to be honest. We've kind of twisted and changed it for a moment, and it seems to be working quite nicely. But one of the ways that you can contribute, you can help the players or myself out, the GM, is by either subscribing to the Twitch channel, and you can generate a HAP, which is a heroic action point that you can donate to either a character or the GM. So support the stream, give your favorite characters or the GM advantage through heroic action points. Each sub gets a monthly HAP to give away, as well as when you sub or resub. You can also get them from donations as well as retweets and follows. Find out more about Untold Chronicles channel in Discord. And we really appreciate your support. It helps us keep going. This is a meat grinder campaign as well, so the players will need all the help they can get. Enough of my babbling. Let's go on and say a big hello and thank you to the players, because without them there wouldn't be a game, and then we'll crack straight into the game because, as usual, Untold Chronicles is only an hour and a half. So I'm going to let you introduce yourselves, just who you are as players as opposed to who you are playing, because you can introduce your characters shortly. So Ben, you can go first. Who are you? You might be on mute.
Oh yeah, push to talk.
Push to talk. Indeed.
Hey,
Hello.
I'm Ben, Konami in the Discord, and I'm going to be playing a character in this later today. Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah. No, but we're very excited to see what is going to happen with this.
There any Australians in the audience for what I may or may not do?
Yeah, unfortunately, myself included, are not brilliant at at accents, so we do not mean to offend. but probably will do by accident. And then we move to Beleriphos.
Hi, yeah, I'll be playing Beleriphos, Centaur Artificer. I got my primate in the Discord and the Twitch. And my name's Andrew. Hi.
Hello, welcome back. Then we have Lucky Lou.
Hi, I'm playing Lou. I am Strange Fruit in the Discord and the chat.
Welcome back. Another one of our new characters and players, although someone that plays in many other games, Bolts.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Yig in Discord, and I'm really looking forward to cracking on.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Then we have Roger.
Hi, I'm Josh, playing Roger, obviously. I'm J1B in the Discord and the chat.
Yeah, and last but not least, we have Thud.
Yes, I'm Stuart, or Brooks729 on Discord and Twitch.
Hello. Right, so that is our wonderful cast. That is our wonderful players. So we'll introduce the two new characters at a dramatically appropriate moment. Who knows when that will be? All we potentially know is that our heroes are heading towards the church. Let's call up this first. It's a very nice drawing. Our protagonists arrived in the town of Chibuka to uncover that the town had been taken over, infested by large, bloated, necrotic ticks, which turned the inhabitants of the township of Chibuka into mindless zombies. It seems that they were being controlled by someone known as the Harmonica Man, who seemed to be going about the town, taking whatever valuables he could find and loading it on one of his big kind of machines. They dealt with him, and they dealt with many of his Walking Dead. Hearing that the church was the last outpost, the sanctuary, where a number of the church inhabitants had holed up, they stole the Harmonica Man's ride, revved it up, and rushed in defense of the church. And this is where we will catch them now. I think that is a fair sort of summary. So let us get the church, get this position so you can see it well in chat, and we can zoom in a little bit more. And let us position our heroes, and most importantly, remember to actually share the map with them so they can actually see what's going on. There we go. We'll stick that in there, and we will stick that in there. So, excuse me, chat, while I talk to myself. Hopefully everybody can see this map now. You are riding rapidly towards the church. Those of you who are on the outside, those of you who are on the inside can see many undead, Walking Dead, trying to breach and break in. What is your intentions? There are hordes of undead. You are in one of these vehicles at the moment. I'll open this up. Did you want to dismount, or are you going to attempt to drive the vehicle around a little bit first?
How big
wants to shoot them?
Yeah, use the gun on top, I reckon.
Okay. This is where we need to put the vehicle up for you then. Boom. There we go. Let's do that into Combat Tracker as well. So this is your Midnight Rambler here. So are you all going to be in the Midnight Rambler at the moment?
I was on top of it, kind of
Yeah.
crouched.
So I'm going to share this with you. Oops, in here. Boop. There you go. You can see that this can carry 6 medium creatures. Requires one person at the helm, a driver, and the harpoon flinger requires one crew member to actually shoot it. The rest of you can make attacks outside of the vehicle whilst riding in the vehicle, but you'll be doing it so at disadvantage because the way that the things work. The harpoon flinger though is designed to gyroscopically sort of work. So,
Bud is taking the harpoon. Yeah.
Right, Thud, you are going to be in the harpoon, and who's going to be doing the driving? Is that you, Lucky?
Yeah, I think Lou was the driver.
Cool. Okay, so at the moment, as you come up, you can see that there are scatterings of undead. You can see that there's many more sort of clambering up the walls, trying to smash through the boarded up windows. You can hear screams and shouts from inside. Let us roll for initiatives. So if everybody wants to give me initiative rolls.
Big money, Roger.
Okay, that's perfect, really. Let's just double check that everybody's done. Okay. So, Lucky, you have done well. You can drive this vehicle. It's simple enough to drive if you just want to drive it. If you actually want to do sort of ramming and sort of more dramatic things with the vehicle, it will require rolls.
Yeah. How big are those tree stumps?
Well, they're pretty much, as you can see, each square is 5 foot.
Okay.
So the smaller ones probably are not going to affect the vehicle, but this slightly larger one might well do.
Okay. I guess we charge this walking zombie around the corner.
Number 1.
Yep.
Okay, your vehicle has a speed of 100 feet. So, is it your intent to try and ram this individual?
Yeah, I reckon we ram it. Yeah.
Okay, can you give me a driving roll, please?
Of course I can. What skill would you like that?
I'll let you pitch. Are you using your dexterity or your intelligence or your wisdom?
I mean, I'd gladly use the intelligence.
Okay.
If that's okay.
So, yep, you do that. And have you got land vehicles as proficiency in land vehicles?
I think so. Hang on, I'll roll that and have a look. What will that be in inventory and abilities?
Yeah, it'll be under your abilities, under proficiencies.
No, that's not a proficiency.
Okay, so you're focusing, you're kind of looking out, you're driving, not necessarily carefully, but with intent, and you manage to get it between quite easily the obstacles. It's not sort of tight or squeezing, and there is a ramming speed. Boom, boom, boom. Let's have a quick look here. Crushing wheels. So this poor zombie here, number 1, needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And we all know that they are very good at dexterity. No, and it fails. So if you want to, you can roll a 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Thank you. I'll do that now. Nice.
Okay, so he takes 4 points. And because of the momentum of the vehicle, you are going to drive past here. That's about your 100 feet.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you wanted to drive over him rather than bring the vehicle to a stop.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That's good.
Because, I mean, you can stop the vehicle, but obviously your maneuvers are slightly more difficult. At the moment, you've got momentum, so on your next turn, you can just carry on driving north if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Walking Dead is actually prone at the moment as well now, as it didn't save and you knocked it fully over as you drove forward. I've got all sorts of different rules for vehicles, so it's quite interesting to sort of test them out. Then we move to Roger. You are in this vehicle.
We're thin on the ground when it comes to abilities. I'm not going to lie to you all. I think it just might be crossbow o'clock. Now, as I understand it, Thuddy's kind of perched in a little crow's nest, as it were.
That's right. Yeah, in the javelin lobber.
Okay, and so I guess what it boils down to, is there room for me to pop my head out the top of a hatch and shoot a crossbow?
Yeah.
Or is this an interior thread the needle kind of deal?
No, you can shoot out. This is kind of Mad Max sort of style. The problem is, because of the speed that you are going, it's not easy to do. So your attacks are going to be at disadvantage unless you're using the weaponry of the vehicle.
Get you.
I mean, you can get out of the vehicle, and then obviously you won't be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll scrap that off, and I will viciously mock this zombie for not trying the front door first.
Yeah, that sounds very good because you negate the disadvantage there nicely.
Yeah, that's the plan. Roll that save.
So it fails. It's on the floor.
Just a healthy D4.
Yep, and you
some disadvantage.
Disadvantage on its next attack. Very good.
Yep.
Okay. Krana inside. We might have help. We might. Shall we break open the window and have a look? I can hear something outside. Then we move to Bolts. Bolts, you are inside the church, and it's the first time that the camera spins round and looks down upon you.
So Bolts is a roo, and their fur, the bits that you can see of it, are quite a sort of gingery red kind of colour. They mostly sort of lean back, rocking slightly on their tail, so they're kind of almost sort of propped up by it. But there's a gentle kind of rocking motion as they seem to be thinking about what Kukrana's just said to them. They have kind of armor stuff that's sort of held together. It's metallic, but you can see that it's probably been welded together from bits and pieces of sort of other metal objects, that it's been broken and kind of put together. And they have a shield which is currently slung on their back that looks like it was probably once a car door but isn't anymore. They stand, when I say stand, when they're sort of resting on their tail, they probably reach about 6'5", but they'll be taller when they sort of stand to their full height on their hind legs. And that's pretty much. They have a pipe in their hand. It's quite a long, kind of vicious looking pipe that they're sort of casually just toying with.
Okay, a nice bit of metal. 'Tis your go. You too can hear the sounds of Walking Dead being run over and screeching and gears. It does sound like there is some kind of crazy attempt to do something outside. What would you like to do?
I'll say to Kukrana, why don't you get away from the window and I'll have a look.
Yeah, Kukrana sort of moves back. Is kind of a Warangi, a sort of tribes person. That's not a window, that is actually a door. just so you know.
Where's the nearest window then?
There is a window here or a window here. You can't actually open it, but you can see that there's kind of got little sort of blue, so you can kind of look out. There you go, and then you can see outside basically, and you can see this massive vehicle with a whole host of crazy individuals that are quite obviously attacking the Walking Dead that are assailing this church.
So I will will look back into everyone and say, there's some crazy fellas out there with a truck running them over.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do? The windows are kind of boarded up at the moment to stop the Walking Dead getting in, but you can look through the cracks. I mean, you can rip the planks off if you wanted to get involved, or you can say safe inside. What would bolts do?
How beset do they look by the other the Walking Dead?
Well, they're in full speed motion at the moment, as lucky Lou didn't slow down. So this vehicle is looking like it's just going to plow into the next Walking Dead and maybe disappear from sight.
I think Bolts will kind of look back over their shoulder and say, what do you want to do?
Is that to anybody in particular?
Yes, it is. It's to the koala type shape that's towards the back.
Okay. We'll take a quick break from initiative. I mean, we're still in initiatives, but it's an interesting scene as we introduce your, I don't want to say partner in crime, but your acquaintance. I will let you unravel your relationship later. What do you look like as you hear Bolt speaking to you?
I will open my notes as I have a description prepared.
Perfect.
I'll try and do this quickly.
No. I mean, don't rush it. Make it good.
So she'll probably look back and see this short, 3 foot tall, very fuzzy furred koala folk who's probably impatiently like having a leg shake moment as I'm doing it in real life right now. But yeah, everything about this individual could be described as ramshackled, but then again, that is the Scraplands way. A rough blue crop jacket held together by a leather strap, the right sleeve rolled up above the elbow and the left sleeve torn off completely. Underneath a simple tatty red shirt and several of the top buttons missing, revealing her white chest fur. A black belt holds up a pair of red-corded blue cargo trousers with additional mismatched pockets stitched on. On the belt are several containers filled with random knickknacks. And they wear a pair of odd reclaimed boots fastened up with blue and red wire instead of laces. A metal bracer wraps around the right forearm with a black fingerless leather driving glove on that hand, showing off her koala claws. The left arm, however, looks like it has been replaced with a very Scraplands-esque prosthetic, quite a bit bigger than the right arm, made from random bits of tech with another mismatched glove worn on the hand. Shoulder patch of questionable construction is also worn on that side. Their grey facial fur is slightly matted, and their large radar-like koala ears take up quite a bit of head real estate. However, squeezed between them, the fur has been arranged to form a rather large cyan-dyed mohawk. More noticeable than that, though, what looks like a piece of electronical debris slammed into the side of their head. A few extra bits have been added to it to make it look like a headset of sorts. There's a large LED bulb on the side that glows a soft light blue, and on their back, they're basically carrying this, like, well, I guess it'll be on the ground at the minute, because they wouldn't just be standing here with it on them.
Yep.
Like a very oversized toolbox, probably battered as hell, that they carry with them.
Lovely description.
And then other battered weapons and shields and all sorts. Well, a shield.
Perfect.
Probably also some kind of vehicle door of some kind.
Very good. And obviously, Bolts has shouted across to you this information. You can reply even though it's not your turn. Obviously, we'll move to your turn on your initiative count.
I'm getting bored in here. We should probably do something.
Okay.
We can't
right.
stay in here forever.
Let's get these boards down. And Bolts will try to pry some of the boards off of that window.
Okay, if that's your intent, it's going to take your action to do, but you don't need to make a roll. It's nailed in, but you've got the equipment in effect to be able to pry them off. So that's your action. You have a bonus action, and you have a bit of a move action if you wanted to clamber through the church window as well. It is your choice.
I'll wait.
You'll wait. Probably sensible. This is Scraplands. Okay, so this window is vulnerable but open now, and you are there. We move to Noah Gibson, who is over here. Noah kind of runs across. What are you doing? No, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. But he doesn't physically try to stop you because he's too scared. Then we move to Belarifos.
It really is a Noah. I'm going to slide down off of the midnight ramp.
Okay.
Considering the speed, I don't know if you want some kind of test or.
Yeah, give us either an athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I'm terrible at both. Oh, no, I'm all right at athletics.
I mean, if you can somehow describe to me how you want it.
No, that's fine. I thought it might be a dex save or something.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, you kind of wait for the drift to start happening, as Lucky seems to enjoy that kind of maneuver, and you kind of slide off. Very cool landing. It counts as dismounting basically, so it takes half your movement to get off this vehicle. You still got the rest of your movement and the rest of your turn.
I'm going to shoot at this zombie.
Okay, I hate to be that kind of person to tell you, but it has been knocked prone.
That's fine. Okay. So...
It is a Walking Dead though, so it has a very low armor class.
Not that low.
You missed it by one. I mean, I know it's early in the day, but do you want to reroll?
If only there was somebody in chat who subscribed today who could provide haps.
Yeah. Oh, you've got your own. It's up to you though. The offer's there. You missed by one. These are zombies. They have armor classes of 8. It's fairly obvious to see.
Do I have a hap?
I mean, you're a subscriber, so you basically get one every time you subscribe.
No, I get that. I just didn't realise I had one for this session. Okay.
Well, you've got your personal one for the month. Have you used that yet?
No.
Exactly.
I'm not going to use it now.
So you could give it.
No.
No, it's not that important. So I'm going to move to.
Yeah, sounds sensible. They've got. I mean, this thing's not going to get to you. It's going to use half its movement to stand up, which it does, and it looks at you. You missed it, but it can hear the splintering of boards, and it is got 20 foot of movement, 5, 10. And it double moves in effect. It seems that you've got a friend, Bolt, as it tries to grab you and climb into the church. Walking Dead number 2 doesn't really have much of a thing to do. It is going to attempt to climb on the vehicle because it is crazy. We'll just take the first roll, which is good because the second roll was substantially better. So it does. It attempts. It's kind of half on the vehicle, but can't do anything else at the moment. We know comes across here and basically slaps Noah, saying, "Pull yourself together. We can't stay here." Madison sort of comes forward and starts talking about Warangi and that they have no place here and how dare they lay a hand on Noah. Looks like it's all going to kick off in the church. Walking Dead number 4. Where on earth are you? Walking Dead number 4 is again 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's going to do their strength attempt to climb onto the vehicle and fail. Oh dear, that's not looking good. Midnight Rambler is going actually on Lucky's go, so that is on 20. And then we move to how are we pronouncing your name?
It's just nut.
Nut.
It's just super overly misspelled. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Nut is perfect. Now we know that. So Nut, it is your go now. You can see it's kicking off in the church. Stress is getting to the populace.
Who was the one that went up and then who went up to Weeno? Is that Madison?
Sort of Madison is just sort of saying leave Noah alone. It's that no weapons have been drawn. You can also see bolts being kind of half pulled through the window by a zombie as well.
Yeah. Because I can only just make it to the window from where I am.
There are other windows, other options.
Yeah, but I feel like I should go and back up for my part there. So I'm going to move down here and then shout to Madison as I go. That's as far as I can get.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, Maddie, you pillock. Do you think we're going to stay in here forever?
Don't you talk to me, you furball.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then she'll just give her the finger as they walk past.
Beautiful.
Can I see out this window?
Yeah.
Bolts is ripping up.
Yeah. Do you want me to target the zombie that's right outside? Basically, that's
okay,
that's what you can see.
Okay. So Bolts is really on the square. They're like, because they're on a half square right now, they're really on the other one. Okay, so I'm actually literally right behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not gonna do. Well, I say anything fancy at Scraplands. Nothing's fancy in the Scraplands.
Yep.
So basically, from the toolbox that she has, basically the lid of the toolbox is always, it's like this the small excavator scoop type things.
Yeah.
So it's basically one of those is the lid.
Okay, perfect.
It's like, out of the way, B. And the lid of that'll open slightly, and then a small chained harpoon will fire from like a contraption in the back of that.
Okay.
So that is reflavored Thorn Whip.
Very nice. And I'm guessing you're targeting Walking Dead 1?
Yeah.
I can target it for you. Yeah, you got him.
I haven't renamed my spells.
It's okay.
So, I also didn't check to see if they were coded properly, because I'm stupid.
That's okay. We can always do that. So have you got the ability to cast it, or do you just need to roll to hit?
Yeah, I just need to roll to hit.
Okay, let's have a look
Second.
for you.
So it's saying it's +2. Damn it. Should have checked it.
That's okay.
It should be +5.
Yeah. We can easily do that. It's ability, and is it based off what's your thing?
Oh, right, 1 second. There we go, fixed it. I just changed the group to what's it. So here we go. So this thing shoots out.
And you hit.
It does 1d6 piercing. Oof.
Oh, very nice. Heavily damaging it.
It would pull it, but
Yeah.
bolts is in the way, so we're all right.
Yeah, there's nowhere really that you can kind of pull it, but you certainly got it quite nicely there. Is that your go?
Yep.
Okay, Thud.
Well, Thud has heard this zombie being pierced from one side and is going to try and do it from the other.
Okay, yeah. So this javelin lobber that you've got is it's mobile. You can move it around. It just gives you +4. Have you got the details of it? It's on the Midnight Rambler there. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. So that unfortunately is just a miss. 7.
Yeah.
Needed an 8. Are you doing anything, or are you taking that as just a miss for the moment?
I think that is all I can do for now.
Okay. Aaliyah says, "We're in a church. Won't you all just behave?" Speaking to everything kicking off here. I move to Walking Dead 3. Walking Dead 3 is moving here and is going to do a strength athletics to these boards. Or can it break in? Can it break in? No, not at the moment. So those of you inside the church can hear banging going on from that one there. Nate goes... Where's Nate? There's something coming through. Something's coming through the other side. Reverend says, "Please be calm, everybody. Please be calm. This is a sanctified ground. I'm sure nothing can harm us in here." And then we move to Lucky Lou.
Yep. Well,
this is going to be difficult. You've got 2 zombies that are causing a degree of an obstruction, although they are kind of on the car at the moment. You also know that you've got a tree that is kind of half of your max speed. So if you're not careful, if you're going at your 100 miles, you might just crash into the tree. So it is going to degree of maneuvers here. You can't. Okay. You can't just. Yep. Go on then. You tell me your idea.
So right, we've got these 2 that have started heading towards us as we've got the momentum up.
Yep.
What do we say to a handbrake turn where the vehicle is right now? We try and shake them off, and Lou throws off his sunglasses and makes some finger guns in the air.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
Up for this.
So this is going to be a maneuver again. So give us a roll. The DC is more than the 10. It's going to be a 15. In fact, no. Whatever you get, 16 is going to be their DC for that for hanging on, basically. And zombies are notorious for having a very low thing. So firstly, the maneuver works. You handbrake turn. You're gonna move here, and you're gonna turn, and you are now facing in this direction here. Oop. Okay.
Yep.
So your maneuver is successful. Everybody else is in there. So with the roll that you've done, though, creating a DC of 16, these zombies here need to make a saving throw. So zombie number 4 is thrown off, and he's not prone below the sort of vehicle there. And zombie number 2, with their -2 to their dexterity, even that 17 doesn't help them. I'm going to say it was a critical fail with zombie number 4 with the 0. So zombie number 4 is prone and won't be able to move next turn. There is the sickening crunch of its leg bones snapping like a dried twig, and it's unable to right itself. Zombie number 2 is still prone, but will be able to act next turn. Excellent stuff. And you have righted the Rambler. Good maneuvers there. That's your action. You still have bonus actions if you wish to use them.
I'll just quickly see what I can do as a bonus action. I don't think I've got any spell slots left.
Okay.
Can I use any abilities? Actions. Is that bonus? No, that's not a bonus, and that's not a bonus. Nope. Okay, that's a turnover for Lou.
Well, you've definitely kind of set them up for another maneuver next turn. Nicely done, Roger.
Roger's torn between hitting a sick guitar solo and squealing like the little girl he is. So he's struggling at the minute, so he's going to viciously mock the one in the window again, the original one, number 1, I think it was. Let's see a save. Oh, it fairly passed.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
It just kind of shakes it off. It's got quite a lot of other things on its mind at the moment. Anything else you want to do?
Roger's going to hide. Not obviously like action hide,
but you sink down within the vehicle.
His magic's not working.
Yeah. Kurana carries on, and then we move to you, Bolt. This thing hasn't grappled you, but it's trying to get through the window.
Okay, can I try to get enough through the window that I can smack it in the head with my pipe?
Yeah.
If that means climbing out the window, that's fine. I can't actually see it from where I am at the moment.
That's fine. Do you want to be outside, basically?
Yeah, I may as well do, because I think...
Okay. So you leap through the window there. You see that there are 2 walking dead that are prone. One looks in quite a bad shape, and then there's the one that you're fighting above you. So you should be able to target that now and do some smackdown.
Right. Oh, that didn't target. I don't know why.
No. If you're having problems now, you've got it. You've got it.
Sweet. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, it's disappeared.
Yeah, you managed to make dice disappear all the time.
I eat them actually.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, so I mean, there's strange things happening there. You rolled a 14, and then you rolled a natural 20 critical hit. I'm afraid the bad news is I'm going to have to take the first roll, which is the 14 plus 4, 18. But this is Untold Chronicles, and their armor class is 8. So if my maths is correct, that is 10 more than their armor class, which means it's a critical hit anyway. So can you remember how to double the dice?
Yeah.
You won't need to, because it will automatically.
There we go. It dies, and it is a critical hit. So you smack this down very nicely.
Was it supposed to be that many dice?
It's okay. Yeah, it would have gone down. Because you rolled the crit, it actually realised it's a crit, but I'm cool with that. And because it was a critical hit, it can't get back up anyway. Is there anything else you want to do? You've only used maybe 10 feet of your movement so far.
I'm just trying to remember if I get a second attack.
I wouldn't imagine at a level, unless you are a monk, or if you've got enough. Yeah, if you've got an 2-weapon fighting as a fighting style, or an offhand weapon.
No, I don't. So okay, so I will pull back and say, "Hey, look, his driving's even crazier than yours."
I doubt that.
It's coming straight for you as well, is this vehicle at the moment.
I'm gonna hug the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not confident they won't just sideswipe me on the way round.
It's good. So you've moved 10 feet. You feel free
Yeah.
to move to where you want to be. Who knows where this vehicle, a critical fail on a drive, it might be running over you.
I'm good. I need to leave space for other people to get
Okay,
out.
so we'll put you onto that square there, and that is good. Noah, I'm not going out of there, and then Belarifos.
I will take up me. And try and shoot at this one.
So number 4 is currently prone. Number 2, I don't think is.
No, they're both prone. They've both been thrown off. Number 4 can't actually take any actions this turn.
Cool.
It's just basically because it critically failed to have been thrown off. Is not in an ideal situation.
Yeah.
2 is still prone, but you can target it. And yeah, you hit. Boom. Doing some damage. Any maneuvers? Anything else you want to do?
No, if they're prone, then that seems good. Better stay out of the way of the old Midnight Rambler.
Yeah. And you think that is out of the way. Who knows where Lucky's going to drive it next? Then this one stands up, which is half its movement. It's going to move 10 feet towards the Midnight Rambler, and it's going to do what it tried to do before, which is climb aboard. All aboard. Ooh, at least it's not critical. So yeah, he's kind of on it again, but not capable of doing any attacks or anything. Wino says, you're all alike, you settlers. You come here. Madison says, just because you were here first, you think it's your land. He just kind of looks, yeah, of course. Walking Dead, number 4, can't do anything. He's still prone. Nut, over to you.
I'm just going to look out to see what I can see out here.
Yep, I can move you through the wall. Poof.
Oh, good.
Walking Dead 4 is prone on the floor and unable to move at the moment. Walking Dead 2's on the vehicle. Bolt has headed south.
Okay. And then we also, when we were in the church, we heard banging on the other side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You can hear it quite clearly. This window here, something is trying to rend the boards.
Okay. So she'll probably jump up into the windowsill area.
Perfect.
Walking Dead 2 standing up.
It's on the car now, so
okay.
It's just a straightforward attack.
Yeah, so again, I will target Walking Dead 2. Let me just check range, actually. Okay, so I'm just out, so I have to step forward half.
Yeah, easy enough done. So you need to. Do you need to be 30? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, target with the harpoon and shoot that.
Perfect. Yeah, you hit. Not quite a crit, but it's a hit.
Oh, 6 again.
Some good damage.
And it gets pulled 10 feet towards me.
I think this is a super cool cinematic. So do you want to describe what happens? This thing is clambered onto the Midnight Rambler. It's kind of through the windscreen trying to grab at Roger and Lucky. And then you do what?
So the harpoon shoots out and goes through a piece of the zombie. And then as it goes through it, but it almost goes all the way through, hitting the driver.
Right, Lucky.
And then chink, and then pulls back and wrenches this thing off of the car.
Okay, and it's up to 10 feet, yeah?
Yeah.
So 5, 10. I'll give you that there.
Yeah, and then
This should be like that.
it retracts all the way back in. But then I'm realizing, the car is actually coming this way. Shit.
Yeah. Any other moves then?
Probably back into the church because at least the wall will block the car.
I mean, this looks like a crazy vehicle.
Challenge accepted.
So you just
Yeah, basically. Also, it's if I need to get to the other side of the church as well.
Yeah, of course it is. And then we move to Thud.
Thud's little blue face pops up as he looks at this one that's just been yanked off the Rambler, and he's going to shoot at it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. These have. I tried to make it easy. Armor class 8. Talk about barn door, and you miss it. Boom.
Yeah, I miss.
That's another one. Then we move to Leah. There is arguments, and then we move to this zombie here. That's going to take you all by surprise. Oh yes, that's what we needed. It is in. Clambers through its action to break through. There is Walking Dead in the church. Nate says to the Reverend, I thought you said this was sanctified. Oh, by the gods, by the gods. Lucky Lou.
Lou is going to continue driving and drive back round to the front of the church over as much zombie as possible.
Okay, so this would be your optimal. Obviously, you could get both zombies. There is a chance with a bad roll you might get bolts. There is a chance with a very bad roll that you might hit the church, just so you are aware. But fundamentally, it sounds very much like you are putting the pedal to the metal and are just trying to go forward full 100. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen after that handbrake turn.
Yeah. So give us a drive roll.
Okay, coming up shortly.
Okay.
Well, you see, Lou's got his last little bit of luck left, and he's gonna use that.
Okay, that's good. So
tick that off.
Tick that luck point off.
The
They
last
don't
piece.
call you lucky for nothing.
Okay. It's gonna try again.
Okay, so it's a 10, which is not disastrous.
Oh, actually, Andy, there has just been a gift sub to our lucky driver.
Oh, right.
Wow, I wonder who did that.
Yeah, that is very kind of you. Brooks, you, Strange Fruit, now have a gift sub as well.
Appreciate that one.
So it's up to you.
You have a hat if you would like to re-roll.
Yeah,
I think that's probably best.
Okay. A 10 isn't disastrous, but it's not as good. You are a few points off.
I think we need this. I think we need the roll. I'm going to use it.
Go for it.
Deep breath, everybody.
Oh.
Yeah. You just got too confident. Your shoelace has got stuck on the pedal and it's underneath. And well, let's do the good news first. It runs over this one here who is currently prone. Because it critically failed, and I said it can't really do anything, it's going to automatically fail its its dexterity. So you can target Walking Dead number 4 and just do the 2d6 damage to it.
So there is a little bit in there as well, Andy, that says if the creature is already prone, it does an extra 2d6.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with that. With the way that Lucky is rolling. Okay, so that is an extra. That's 10 points, putting up to 14. Okay, now your momentum here. Let's get rid of these. takes you over that, and you manage to hit this one as well. So what I want is you to target Walking Dead number 2 and see if you can. You should. Sorry, I'm not explaining myself particularly well here. On the Midnight Rambler, because I've made it.
I think I tried this a minute ago, and I think the Midnight Rambler itself needs to target the person. And
all
then
right.
using that option that you've just put into the chat, we can click that.
There we go. So there we go. So you should be able to scroll down to the crushing wheels, and when you go over the DC 13 dexterity saving throw, it should go blue, and that will cause it to make that saving throw. Okay, so it fails. So you can do if you go over the 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Andy, is that a critical fail?
Says
4.
it's 13.
A 2, yeah. So click on the 2d6 again. So that was a critical fail as well. So that zombie has got. So considering the amount of rolls that you've done, now this is where it gets difficult here. Because your roll was not good enough, and it is cascading towards Bolts. Bolts, I'm going to let you make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh dear. Right.
Yes.
Sorry.
You manage to sort of roll out the way as this vehicle cascades and doesn't quite go into the building itself. Let's just count now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Yeah, the vehicle just disappears.
Woohoo!
We made it.
Well, off he goes.
And you've got momentum going this way, obviously, at the moment. That was not necessarily a bad turn. It killed one, did a lot of damage to the other. Roger, though, you are a million miles away.
Yes, there's also a small puddle under Roger's seat.
Yeah.
But that's irrelevant, and no one else will notice. It's fine. He's number 1's disappeared, so I can reselect that one. I was going to say he'll try and skewer number 4 on the way past, but it appears I was too slow. That's fine. So he will viciously mock number 4 for being absolutely terrible when it comes to saving throws.
Excellent.
And that doesn't come to bite him in the arse once again.
Vicious mockery. What's the range of that?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a point. Excuse me.
60 feet. You are 85
feet.
feet. Unfortunately.
You're gonna make me move, aren't you? I should have exactly enough to get out and then 10 feet jaunt over.
I'm more than happy to do this. This thing is going fast though. The good news is you can jump out the back, which means you won't necessarily be run over by it. But just like Belarifos, I am going to need either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
I'll let you in on a secret. Neither's great.
Unless you can persuade me otherwise. That is not good.
Nope. No, it's not. But I believe that's an accurate representation of Roger's skill, so we'll leave it there.
Okay, so you tumble and there is a degree of crunching. You're just going to take 1 point of damage. It's not a critical fail, and I'm going to allow you to continue till you are sort of within range. Okay. So did you want to use your vicious mockery that you rolled before, or do you want to roll that again?
Yeah, go on then. go on then. That'll do.
So, yeah,
It does appear though. Is that a critical fail on that
it is a
save?
critical fail. So, I will allow you to
Oh, well.
double up on the dice.
Is that a shift? I can't remember. What
Right click when you're dragging.
Yeah, you kind of
Right,
left click to start dragging the dice with the modifier, and then you right click to add an extra dice, and then make
see, the
sure
more you know.
Yeah, there we go. So, and this poor unfortunate Walking Dead has disadvantage on its next attack as well. I don't think it's going to get another attack, but we will see. Is that you done, Roger?
Yep, that'll do. Thank
Uh,
you very much.
Krana sees things going on. You can bolts. You've had your life flash before your eyes as the vehicle almost ran you over. You can hear noises and screams from within the church now.
Okay. Bolts' priority is the people in the church and the fact that Nut is in there, so they will go back through the window and trying to make
5,
sure it's
10,
kind of
15.
closed.
So it's about 20 to there.
Okay.
And you can obviously see right across from you now. There is a
Okay.
zombie.
40 foot. So if I've had 20-foot movement, I can double move to be in its face.
Well, you've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, you should be able to do that. Poof, straight across. Absolutely no problem.
Okay.
Everybody's sort of screaming at the moment. Do you just shove them out of the way? How did you get across this church, jumping from sort of pew to pew?
Yeah, she's probably like jumped from the pews sort of round people and just basically saying get behind me kind of thing, and kind of is going to be sort of yelling at this thing to uselessly yelling at it to back up.
Yeah,
because
but you do get to go pew 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 pew. Sorry, had to do that.
Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew. Okay, very nice. And then we move to Noah, who's no use to anybody. And then we move to Belarifos. Sapua prone, Walking Dead.
It's still prone.
Yeah, he's been run over. He's having a very bad time.
Okay, I'm going to move to him then.
Okay.
That's 30 to the.
Yep.
25. And then hit him with Shocking Grasp.
Yeah, so advantage obviously because it is prone. You hit.
And the damage is.
Oh, nice. And that is enough. This poor individual, though, needs to make a Constitution saving throw to see if his undead fortitude kicks in or not. So the damage has been done. That is 7, which means it's got a +5, and it's a save. Oh yeah. You kind of shock it, and you think that you've got the unlife out of it. There is a horrible smell of burning flesh, and then its kind of face just turns round and it looks at you. You do have bonus action. It's basically got undead fortitude and is on 1 hit point.
Yeah. I'll move to here.
Okay. Chancing an attack of opportunity. I know, shocking grasp. Shocking grasp. Damn you with the rules and stuff. Damn the rules. Yeah, you've negated his reaction. Nicely played. Then we move to Wino and Madison. They are now terrified. And then we move to Walking Dead. Walking Dead. Walking Dead is gonna. I was gonna have it kill some civilians, but to be honest, you have.
Andy, is this the one that's
That's
actually
number
outside?
3.
Yeah, I know. I'm just keen to kill some civilians. Okay, this poor Walking Dead. It's his turn now. He stands up, which is half his movement, so that is 10 feet, and it moves 5, 10. Can't do anything, and then goes 10 to there. Double moving. Then Nut.
Oh, it's a party in here now. Can I, through the window that thing's climbed through, can I see anything out there? Like if there's anything else.
Give me a perception roll. No.
So you just see this guy, and
Yeah.
there's no others trying to clamber
Well,
through.
you
Okay.
can't see anything. There's certainly nothing that is obviously trying to clamber through behind it at the moment.
Okay. Sort of changes what I was going to do, but I'm still going to do this anyway. All right, I've been waiting to give this one a go. I'll use my bonus action to scrap shape.
Right, scrap shape. Would you like to tell all of our wonderful people in chat and probably the rest of the players what on earth you are doing?
So basically, the shovel head on the back of the backpack thing lifts up, and basically countless and countless amounts of like scrap comes out of it, and basically encases Nut in this basically like miasma of scrap, which forms into this rough, extremely rough kind of like Wild West-esque spidery sort of thing.
Cool.
I will add this. So
Yeah.
I've added the form onto the
That's okay.
character thingy.
We need to find a picture for it, don't we, really?
Yeah, I didn't know what we were doing with that. What with content ID and all that business.
That's okay.
Is size large.
Yeah. Oh, size large as well. Okay. Let's all go wrong. Okay. But it's actually you, isn't it?
Yeah, I can move my token out of the way.
Yeah, it's okay. So I'll stick you in the corner so you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of turn into, just so that people in chat and everybody else, I think it is best described as some kind of mechanical scrap spider form.
Basically, yeah.
Very awesome.
And then I'm going to basically crawl my way over there because I think my speed is 40.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can get.
Boom, boom.
I can get next to bolts from here. I think that's that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. Okay, so.
And then, as I come up, I don't think I can make it that far, but oh, I've disappeared.
Can you see now?
No, I've gone black now because I've switched back to this character now. I can see it's because the other one has gone for some reason.
Okay.
When I click on it, I can see again. I think it's because the icon changed. But
yeah, just so we can kind of see what's going
on. Okay, I think I'm 1/2 back, but as I'm ambling across in Boltz's head, there'll be sort of like a, as if somebody's like, you know, when you press a walkie-talkie, and it makes that weird like clicking kind of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's almost as if it's the same quality as a McDonald's drive-through speaker,
Okay.
but only in her head. It's like, checking comms. Bolts, I'm incoming.
This horrible mechanical spider moves forward. Is that your go?
And then I will take my one attack against this Walking Dead.
Okay. That's it. I think you need to do it as the huntsman.
Yep, and then I've got Scraplands Venomous Stab.
You hit, and that is a critical hit. So they're immune to poison, so don't worry too much about that. But you will double up on the piercing damage. Very nice. Impressive go as you turn into this mechanical construct. Is that you finished?
Yep.
And we move to Thud.
Thud is really wanting to get this guy, and is going to shoot the remaining Walking Dead that he can see.
Okay. You can swivel and you hit the harpoon finger at disadvantage, yeah? Or disadvantage. I'm not sure what you've done there.
Advantage and disadvantage, apparently. It is unconscious, I think, on the effects.
Yeah, that'll because that.
A straight roll is hit 21 anyway. So.
Yeah, so yeah, that is a critical hit as well. Doing 6 points of damage, so it does get to do its thing. Oh no, it's a critical hit.
Great.
Boom. You kill it as it goes down as you hit it with one of the jabbling lobbers. Nicely done. Anything else you want to do?
Can I jump down and run towards the door?
You can. You need to give me strength, athletics, dexterity.
Just imagining this giant harpoon just shooting across out my peripheral vision.
Yeah, it's like
thing right in front of you, and then you look over to see who fired it. As Flood just does a almost superhero style jump off and landing onto the mud before charging up to the door here.
So it takes you half your movement to dismount, basically. And then you can move forward. The door is obviously sort of barred up there. I think that is you done.
I'll smash it open next turn.
Yeah, Leah does that, and then Walking Dead. As I say, it's a shame because I wanted to murderize some civilians, but instead we will just have to make a slam attack against you, Bolts, and it is my rolls tonight are terrible, Nate, Reverend. Lucky Lou. It seems that nobody likes your driving anymore, Lucky Lou. You've got momentum. You're going at 100 feet a turn in this direction currently. What would you like to do?
I reckon I should probably just stop the vehicle. That'll be the sensible thing, right?
I don't know. It's your choice.
I've got no vision on
drive off and leave us.
I could just steal the car. I could.
Drive off into the sunset. The car is loaded with all the loot.
I could go check on the mayor, see how he's doing. No, I'm gonna just bring the car to a stop if that's possible.
Yeah, it's a relatively simple action. I'm gonna say that momentum wise, whatever you moved on your previous turn, it's going to take a quarter of that just to slow the vehicle down. So you're going to move, unless you want to do a maneuver to in effect do an emergency stop, you're going to just drift 25 feet to come to a halt, but that's not going to take your action. If you wanted to emergency stop, it would take an action.
Do you reckon Lou could bring it to a stop while drifting around towards the cemetery area?
Yeah. As I say, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you kind of sort of turn the steering wheel, so sort of going to like there. But that's just it slowing down as you brake. You've still got your action, still got your movement, still got your bonus action.
I think that's it.
Is that all you want to do?
Yeah, that's all Louis gonna do.
Okay, you're still in the vehicle. Are you keeping the vehicle running, or have you brought it to a stop and?
Yeah, it's just in idle.
Okay,
In
idle.
case I need to take off.
I will just remind everybody that fuel is a precious resource. But if you just want to do it in idle, that is absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think idle's good, just in case.
Roger.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. So on the right-hand side of the building here, there was a window that was had the bars pried off it.
There's definitely a window there that is.
That's a double move away. So I guess what I'm angling for is another one with a gap wide enough for me to see through, but not necessarily wide enough to climb through.
Well, yeah. There are windows. There's a window here. If I can get my thing to work, that you could try and look through if you wanted to.
That's spot on. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
so
looking for.
5, 10, 15, 20 to there.
Perfect.
And
then
you
I'm
look through.
Ah, there it is. There's the badger. He's gonna
They've
do a
got a
little. They have a badger. Well, not quite. It's a bit bigger than a badger. He's gonna do a little squeal when he sees this mechanical spider roaming about. He's not sure what the bugger is going on there, but he sees an immediate threat and figures, look, his spells don't do much against a mechanical spider anyway. So he's going to require a will save from the undead that got trapped inside.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
It does fail.
Good times. Good times.
Okay, making it heavily damaged now, and disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Yes, please.
Okay, very nice as you peer through and do that. Bolts, you'll go.
Bolts will kind of tilt their head slightly to one side when they feel the message in their head, and mutter something like, "Good of you to join me," and then take a swing of their pipe at this walking dead.
Yep. You need to target it. Yep, you're targeting.
Yeah.
You still hit. You still hit with. Yeah, they've got low armor class. I can't believe that people ever missed this creature. So yeah, you slam it down.
Let's try to get into details on who's hitting and who's hitting.
7 damage as you cram that down. It's in a bad state now. Anything else you want to do, Bolts?
No, I think I'm just trying to make myself aware of if there's anyone else that's coming through any other windows, because I'm concerned that we're sort of going to be beset by them in a minute.
Yeah, quite possibly all this noise. Belarifos.
I intend to possibly waste a couple of turns by circulating the building and seeing what else there is, trying to get in.
Okay.
So, first turn, I'll move to there.
Yep, there's nothing around that side at the moment.
Dash to first 30 to there.
Yep.
Another 10.
Yep. Nothing quite there yet.
If what I'll be doing is as I go alongside of the building, if there's nothing there, I'll be knocking on the boards and yelling, "Safe."
Okay. I will let you decide yourselves, the people that are inside, Whether this is a very intelligent zombie trying to trick you to come outside, or someone just
They're learning.
learning. Very good. We know Madison. They're panicking. Huntsman.
Yep. Let's try and bite this thing again, or whatever thing it does. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Just like stabs it with something that's sharp.
So you're trying to say this is like a spider with a shiv?
Sure. It just has like 2 chainsaw blades for mandibles or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy. Wow.
Ugh.
See,
It's not.
I mean, even a 3 you managed to hit.
I was going to say it's not Australia unless you've got a spider with a nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that is enough. Only 7 points of damage though, which means it's 7 plus 5, so their DC is 12 for a con save. 12 just about. So again, up with 1 hit point.
Just put it down. Just stomping on it.
Nut, that is your go. Thud.
Thud is going to come up to this door and he's going to try to either push it open or use his warhammer to open the door.
Yeah, the door is got nailed planks across it, so you're going to have to smash your way in. You can either use strength athletics to break in, or you can obviously attack the barn door or church door.
Let's try athletics.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to say with that, you just basically, I'm going to give you narrative agency. You smash it down and continue forward. How does it happen?
Thud just runs at this door, drops a shoulder, and just charges straight through. The door.
A cartoon-esque Thud
flying everywhere. There's this little silhouette shape of Thud in the door where he's gone through. The next person through is going to have to duck to come through, though.
Yeah, perfect.
I was imagining head first.
Unless Lucky wants to drive the vehicle through the door.
Oh God.
Okay, so it's with that, it's a critical success. It hasn't slowed you down. You basically just smashed into it. And run forward.
Roger, there's a metal spider.
It's amazing. The badger.
Where's the badger?
Try and ride it. Try and ride it.
Okay.
I'm going to dash.
Oh, dash.
Actually, not going to dash. Use my action to. Next turn.
Talk to Bolts in her head. What's this little Smurf thing?
Yes. It is very strange as this blue individual. Oh, and I critically. Oh, why do you spoil all of my fun? And I miss.
Disadvantage?
Because of vicious mockery. Vicious mockery.
For the win. But it's an important D4.
Bards. Yeah.
You can let it crit if you want. I'm not that tied to it, but
no. It's well played. You were right, and thank you for reminding me. As that could have been a critical hit, Bolts, and thanks very much to Roger. It was a miss. And we move to Lucky Lou. I'm going to say, Lucky Lou, no, you can't. No, you can't see anything at the moment.
Oh, okay. So
give us a perception roll. You're kind of driving at the moment. Give us a perception roll. Because you are over there. You're not quite sure, but you think you can see some movement within the graveyard itself as you kind of slowly came to the drift, but you're not certain. You're not 100%.
Okay. I guess because if Lou's not trying to run anything over, is the handling a little bit easier of this?
Yeah, I mean you can just drive it without any kind of rolls. It's only when you're doing maneuvers that you kind of need to roll, i.e. when you're trying to run people over or do drifts or handbrake turns.
Okay, I'd like to park it in a position where it would be easy to get back into it and drive away very fast in front of the church doors.
Yep. So
pointing down the road.
Yeah. So you maneuver it and you want it facing this direction?
Yes, please.
Okay, so in effect, you just bang it into reverse, sweep it round, and very stylishly kind of park it. It's going to work because it's not a stress thing, but give us a drive roll to see if you do roll it very good, how stylish you are. Yeah, 15's good. That is very badass as you kind of bring it to a stop there. Very, very cool indeed. And that is the Midnight Ramble. And then we move to Roger.
Roger is going to move from his little peepee hole.
His what hole?
Yeah, that
Don't worry
sounds...
about it. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's going to double move, and with 60 feet going all the way around, he should end next to Thud.
Perfect.
Cool. And he's going to hand on his shoulder, and he's going to go, "Don't ride it. I was joking. Please don't ride it."
I'll go ride it.
Then we move to Bolt. This thing is on 1 hit point still. It just will not die. You might be on mute.
Bolts takes the pipe in a really firm grip and sort of cinematically, basically repeatedly pummels it with it, saying, "Stay down, stay down."
Perfect.
Just kill it.
You will have advantage this turn because it is now prone, because it got reduced to 0 hit points and then did its thing. So it's on the floor at the moment. 19 is a hit and it's a critical hit. So you can roll the dice, double those dice up, and because it's a crit, we know it's only got 1 hit point. But yeah, Bolts, you just stand over it and smash for a substantial amount of damage. I believe there's probably zombie gore sort of splashing over both yourself and Nut now as well. But you have dealt with that one. We're going to move to Belarifos.
Continue my circuit of the world.
This is it. So yeah,
move to
because you will.
60.
Okay, so when you get to there, you don't see anything. Just for people in chat, this is the line of sight here, and this is.
I get the feeling, guys, there might be something else here.
How tall is the fence?
The fence you can easily sort of leap. It's a picket fence sort of thing, really.
Okay. All right. So I'll just to. Yeah, no. Keep doing it. I'll move along here so I can see a bit better.
Yeah. So as you get to there, you can see here. I will make it visible now. There is not a walking dead, but kind of moving around this gravestone. There's a kind of spectral shape, and we've all seen those Japanese horror movies with the hair across the face. This is a Scraplands variant. There is most definitely some kind of undead that seems to have difficulty to move away from this gravestone. You see that they move forward and are pulled back. And that's what you see. It's a young woman, hair dangling down across their face. If you zoom in, you can kind of see that for people in chat. So you have seen something. Anything else you want to do?
No. if I yell really loudly, the only person that's likely to hear me is her.
Yeah.
And I've got no actions left because I double moved.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
And I think before we do anything else, then that is the perfect time to leave it. We're not quite out of combat yet, or maybe we are. Who knows? This might be friendly spirit, or maybe not. We will find out next time on Scraplands, one way or the other. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, everybody in chat. Thanks for all the subs tonight, all the gifted subs and everything else. Really appreciate them. I hope everybody enjoyed that. We have brought the group together and introduced almost properly our two new characters, Nut and Bolt. Bolt and Nuts, Nuts and Bolts. I think you can find out what is potentially going on there. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe, chat. Just a reminder for tomorrow night, if anybody is free, we are going to be streaming a 3-hour D&D one-shot called 3 Hours to Kill, as we have our characters, our protagonists, patrol the mean streets of Baldur's Gate in search of a serial killer. I'm sure nothing could ever go wrong with that. In the meantime, have a great night. We will catch you all very, very soon. Stay safe.